Hello, and welcome to In Depth with TommieMedia. I'm Scout Mason. St. Thomas's Assistant Director of Anderson Student Center, Chris Yahnke, who was hired in July, hopes to attract more students to ASC through events like Halloween trick-or-treating. Yahnke graduated from St. Thomas's Master of Arts in Leadership and Student Affairs program in 2015 and now supervises the center. Today, we will discuss Yahnke's vision for the Anderson Student Center. Chris, thank you for joining us. So first question, why do you think it is important for the Anderson Student Center to play a role in being the hub for student activity on campus?
Sure. So, first and foremost, it's like this beautiful resource for students to take advantage of. And I've been calling it a student union. I don't know if it has that language much on campus, but the word union kind of has more meaning to me. It's a place where students can gather. It's where students can kick back, kind of relax if they need to, have meetings. You've obviously got like the Leadership Center and whatnot there too, and then USG. So I think it's just important for me to keep that space active, to see that space active, because I've been doing this for a while, and I've just seen the value that these spaces can provide, and I've seen the value that students can get out of, extracurricular stuff outside of, the classroom.
Yeah, so far what events and what type of events do you plan on putting out in the Anderson Student Center?
Sure. So one thing that was also important to me to get this going is I supervise a lot of the students at Tommie Central, and I started I haven't got a fun name for it yet, but an Anderson Student Center programming committee, because programs are important. Again, it's trying to keep that space active, and I think it's important to have students plan those programs. So I started a committee for that. So I'm actually working with some of the students in Tommie Central to help plan those things. And some of those programs, as you kind of mentioned, over Halloween, we took advantage of some of the holiday energy. And we worked with the different offices in the Anderson Student Center to basically set up some like trick-or-treating things just to see if students, or to kind of incentivize students to visit the offices, learn more about them. We also did some study halls in the scooters area, brought coffee, different stress reliever activities with the Create Space. We worked directly with them with that. Again, just to find ways to keep students involved, to keep students active in both active or passive programming.
Yeah, so with these events and with these programs, how do you think it helps return students to pre-pandemic activity?
Man, that's a challenge, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're working on this new normal and finding ways to re-encourage students to get energized, to get active. And so a lot of, what I've been doing for years as a professional is just getting people together. And obviously that was a much more difficult thing to do when everyone was behind a camera, behind Zoom, whatever it may be. And so, yeah, it's just fostering ways for students to find connection. Mm-hmm. And there can be a million different ways to do it. And right now I'm just trying to build up that energy again, get students interested in being in the Anderson Student Center on top of the many buildings on campus that students can kind of encourage or be involved with. But yeah, so scooters, taking advantage of that great space, and like I said, some of those like study halls, getting folks near or around each other, it's providing opportunities for students to get connected.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's been difficult to do, and you weren't able to prepare for it, but how did your training at St. Thomas's graduate program help you prepare for the role?
I think it just helped me learn a lot about people. That's really what this job is at the end. It's kind of what it's about. It's just working with people, young people, I came from a community college, just where I was working before, so less young at times too, but helping students helping me help students find commonalities, learning about, their backgrounds, learning where students come from and how I can work within those differences. Again, to create those opportunities for students to find connection.
Yeah. And so as St. Thomas continues to evolve with the move to Division I, the Yahnke Center, and even more, how do you think ASC will continue to evolve, and what do you think its future role will be with the university?
Sure. Yeah, that's something really curious and something I'm actually more excited to learn. Only being here a few months, I'm involved in those conversations, and I'm trying to do a lot of listening and a lot of receiving. But yeah, I think as you see institutions grow, so one example we have here in Minnesota is the University of Minnesota with their gigantic, Kauffman Memorial Union. It acts very similar to what we have. It's a place for students to gather. It's a place for students to whether it's relax or eat or get involved in some sort of event. It's just finding ways to as we go D1 too, is finding ways to work with all of these different, inside events and outside events, how those extracurriculars are going to, involve themselves with what we're doing. So spaces, providing events, providing just more opportunities.
Yeah, well, it'll be awesome to see it evolve over the years. And thank you for coming in today, Chris.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
If there's a topic you would like covered on In Depth, tweet us at TommieMedia. With Chris Yahnke, I'm Scout Mason. We'll see you next time we go In Depth. Thanks for watching.